No one, nobody can stop me.
No one, nobody can stop me. Like a pop-up toaster flip.
I got Pop-Tart.
I'm a fucking Pop-Tart. Working
Because
on
I'm a pirate.
Yeah, a pirate. Yeah.
A pirate. Yeah,
Oh my god,
a
I never opened up
pirate.
my chats. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm even on. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna do some live editing because my gameplay is like smushed up to the side, but my face isn't. So I think it's only fair, right? Hold on. Y'all, if you see movement, no, you didn't.
I didn't. You never saw that.
Okay, there we go. That looks a little better. Working on time. From nice years always in a worldwide. Oh, this updated, so I don't know if it's gonna.
I'm trying to find a thing.
Long time no see, Sage. How you doing? Sorry, my stuff's all loading, so I'm trying to make sure it's all working. Long time no see. I'm trying to just figure out. There we are. Good. Okay, now it's loaded. Yippee. We gonna be story reading. While we also playing web fishing because I can't do one thing at once. I need to do like 7 hours.
Hashtag ADHD.
Whoa, why can't I look around? Oh my god, did I play this game with mouse and keys? And I played this game with mouse and keys and I just dumped my controller for nothing. Hold on. Thank you for the biddies! I don't know why my sound alerts still aren't working.
We'll have to figure that out.
I need to figure that out. There's a lot I need to figure out. Stop. What am I doing? Who's winning? What am I wearing?
Are you winning, son?
You're kidding! You guys got divorced? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. That sucks, Sage. Oh. I thought you'd like to know that I have my name thing set as pretty on here.
Oh my gosh.
You're kidding, Sage! That's terrible. Terrible. Dude, I'm sorry. That fucking sucks.
That sucks.
I wish I could have, but I don't have any better words. That just fucking sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate. We got good
How are we supposed to celebrate with good karma when we got things like these?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's okay. That's what I hate about like having a vocal stim. It'll just like want to like your brain will want to say it at the worst possible time.
I understand. You asked me a question about meds? I didn't know you asked me a question about meds. When did you ask me that? Yes, you said the name. You didn't ask any of the first questions. What is up, Z-Man? How's it going? How's your day, your week, your month, your life? How we vibing? How we chilling? I'm tired, but I'm on. So. I don't. Can you take... Are you talking about the drug you sent me in the picture? No. That one's not really, it's more for anxiety, more so. That will not help with it. If it's what you're thinking of. I'm going back and looking, because I'm like, I don't know. The other one? The other one's not really, it's not really gonna help with migraine, but it'll do something. I don't know if it'll do what you want it to do, but it'll do something. Yeah, I'm quite tired, Z-Man. It also doesn't help that my body, like, it shows the bags underneath my eyes so crazily. I look. Alright.
I'll let you read first.
You want me to read something first? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got no bait. Hold on. Last time you told me that. It will do something is not a good enough answer. Well, it's not my fault. I didn't realize you were sick of them. I didn't realize you had problems with them. What's up, Isaiah? How's it going? Long time no chat. Trying to do... Hello, Kiwi. How's it going? Thanks. Thanks for all the worms. I am playing web fishing while we're going to be reading stories. I just want to do kind of a chill game while we're doing stuff, so... I've got some stuff going on. I didn't know either until my body failed me. Okay. But yeah, we're getting stuff pulled up. You're doing good. That's good. Hi, Cosma. How's it going? How's your day, your week, your month, your life? How you vibing? How you chilling? How you doing? We're gonna go. Yeah, I'll let you know. I know I'm busy on Saturday because I work. Yes, I know which drug you're talking about. I'm saying it's not specifically made for headaches. That's what I'm telling you. What is it for? Man wants me to be a doctor off the clock. I sent you 3. I'm glad you got rid of the flu. I'm glad you got rid of the flu. No, Cosma, no! It's okay, your heart's in it. You'll be back soon. Caught a krill. Shrimply impressive. I really love that I'm gonna be able to, like, fish and play. And read. And this is gonna be great.
Fish. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies.
1 pound fish. Come on, ladies.
Come
Welcome
on,
back,
ladies.
Cosmo.
Come on, ladies.
Oh, I got an octopus. Gigantic octopus. It's Marcellus. How vulgar. Oh my god, I just shoved a huge octopus in my pocket.
Okay, I'm gonna speak for a minute because it's too much to type. Also, hi. It's too much to type.
I thought you were gonna say you're also high. I'm like, what?
No, I said also hi as in I'm
hi.
in the chat.
Okay.
But they gave me a med blocker, not a med blocker yesterday. Oh my god. They gave me a migraine blocker for a med yesterday. I don't remember the name of the fucking thing.
Don't think it's that one.
I don't have it on me because I'm in my truck because I wanted to go outside because I've been stuck at home for the last 5 days on migraines.
Oh damn.
So, you know, fresh air. But anyways, they gave me a blocker for when you start to get a headache.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to take it. It's supposed to block a migraine from coming on. And you can take it every 2 hours, but you cannot exceed it over 30 milligrams of it. That's all I know about it. And you only have 8 for a month. Because they don't want you to take it frequently.
Is it Tryptin?
Yep, that's what it sounds like. I think that's the name of it.
Y'all, if you don't know this, I work with drugs. I know how to say drug names. Oyster, I hardly know her.
But anyways, so they gave me that, and then they, but I took 2 today, and it did absolutely butt shit nothing. I just wanted to clarify that. So I'm just trying to find a different medicine that I already have to help.
Did you use regular or ODT? Did you have to dissolve it? Did you have to dissolve it or no?
No.
Holy fuck, that's a big fish.
No, it was a pill.
Okay, then I'd maybe try ODT because the way the pill dissolves is different because you dissolve it rather than just swallowing the pill and your stomach dissolves it.
It's not OTC, but what is OTD?
OTD, orally
Yeah, but what is-
disintegrating tablet.
Okay, I'm thinking OTC is over the counter. That's why I said, what the fuck is OTD?
ODT.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. Like,
Yeah.
I know what the C is, but I don't know what the D is.
I don't know what a D is. It's okay.
And then they gave me a muscle relaxer for it too.
Sounds about right.
And then I went on anxiety med and depression meds. So, yay, drugs.
Welcome to my life. I usually take Excedrin. Listen,
I've come to the point that I'm so addicted to Excedrin, and that sounds crazy being on stream. But my body's so addicted to Excedrin 'cause
you know who you sound like? I'm sorry, I need to cut you off when I say this. I know I talk about this show a lot, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. Love is Blind. There was an episode where this guy goes on for like 30 fucking minutes about he was addicted to taking ibuprofen. And it just sounds like the exact same story, and it's so funny. I'm sorry. Continue.
So my body's so addicted to different over-the-counter pain meds, and it's not a legit addiction. But after you get used to taking it so long, your body gives you rebound migraines or headaches and stuff. Like, it doesn't work for you anymore. And my body's so used to Excedrin that it doesn't work anymore. It's so used to Tylenol, it don't work anymore. It's so used to ibuprofen, it don't work anymore.
Flounder, I hardly know her.
So that's why I said I'm trying to find something that's a little stronger. Then my doctor's like, well, the only thing I can give you stronger is narcotics. I'm like, I'm not looking for a fucking narcotic.
Well, I mean, she told you the answer.
I was like, I'm not looking for a narcotic. I'm just looking for stronger that will do something for it because I hate these. These suck.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
But I'm going to neurologist on the 16th because she said the neurologist might have a better answer on the migraine medicine.
They might. A hearing.
But that's all I wanted to tell you. That's why I said that was too much to type. So that's why I came over the voice.
You're good. Alright. Well, thank you for telling me. I'm gonna continue because I got some reading readies. COVID had bed headaches for 3 straight days. When I had COVID years ago, I had a migraine that lasted for about 3 weeks. It was not a... I did nothing but watch this streamer play COD. That's all I did. That's all I did with my life. It was rough. Okay. So I have a story here for us. I caught a sawfish. I saw it. I'm sorry. This game just has the cutest little puns for each fish you catch. Okay. So, alright. Let's get on with the story. So this one I have, am I the asshole for telling my roommate it's not my job to figure out parking for her? I, 32 female, live with my roommates, my cousin, 28 male, my boyfriend, 28 male, and my roommate, 31 female. Or my roommate/friend, 31 female. We live in a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house with a single lane driveway. My cousin, roommate, and I have lived together for about 3 years, and my boyfriend moved in about 6 months ago. Recently, my roommate had been getting really upset anytime I'd asked her for help with something around the house. In our last roommate meeting, I explained that having all the responsibilities of managing the household on my shoulders and making sure people do their chores has been stressful, and rather coming to me for household questions, they should be posting in the group chat for everyone to handle. I would continue to handle the finances and changing the chore board every week, but I would no longer be the enforcer. Any grievances are discussed at our monthly roommate meetings or are expected to be. Yesterday, my roommate came home from work and I was playing games. She texted and called me specifically to figure out what order should we park in the driveway, but I was so busy she didn't get an answer. My cousin's car is out of commission, so it stays in the garage. My boyfriend and I both have set schedules. Her schedule is random. I've already asked her earlier that week what her schedule was and to let me know when we would all be in the office today. My boyfriend leaves at 6 a.m., I leave at 6:30, and she leaves at 7 a.m. So my boyfriend and I pulled out our cars onto the street before she got home. She still couldn't work out what order they go in, so she parked in the middle of the driveway. This made no sense to me. So I asked her to move her car up so my boyfriend and I could pull in. I explained to her that my BF and I had parked in the street because she was supposed to pull in the driveway first. She was upset, saying she asked, but she got no response. I also asked her to be a little bit more mindful of my time and if she could try to work it out next time instead of texting me. I said, I take the initiative to learn everyone's schedule so I know where to park my car. I wish you would have done that too. To which she responded, I took the initiative to message you and ask. I got upset at this and just said, I don't think it's fair that I have to do all the work. And she said, okay, and slammed the door on the house. So, am I the asshole for expecting my roommate to work out where she should be parking in the driveway instead of relying on me to have the answer? Is there a better way this could be figured out since this is a silent discord between us moving forward?
Pick her up.
I'm gonna say not wrong, because okay, my thing is if this was just like an isolated incident with just like the parking and like everything else was fine, you know, it was just the parking, I would say like it's not like there's a solution, but it's the thing of like the way I understood it, OP did like, wasn't it like a lot of the work or like most of the
I mean,
work?
it was a lot of the housework and stuff was done, but sorry, continue.
Sorry, no, I was just making sure that's what it was, because that's how it sounded to me. But like being made to do like all of the housework, it's like when these people are grown, you're like, why can't you figure out your own parking? Why can't you do your own? You know what I mean? It's like you're grown, roommating with someone. Do your own work. That's what it's like to be a roommate. Yeah.
And
I wish you could have heard my laugh when Fina said that.
Oh, I glitched out into I broke my game.
And I'm not laughing at what Fina said. I'm laughing because I feel like that is my husband sometimes. That's why I'm laughing.
God. I get it. For me personally, I don't know. I'm gonna be for real. Listen, I understand the frustration. Absolutely get that. Like, you're at your wit's end. Like, you've already been taking care of everybody else and things like that. But she did go out of her way to message her to be like, hey, I just want to make sure, because she's like, I just want to know where to park. And I really didn't like when OP said, you should take the due diligence to remember everyone else's schedule. I'm not going to lie to you. I can sometimes pay attention to other people's schedules, but other times I don't. I'm like, I gotta worry about myself. I can't think about everybody else's schedule.
I think I ask Crystal almost every day, when does she work? Like, I don't fucking
every day.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like every day. And for me, it just, I don't know, to be like, especially because I think they said her schedule's random. So for them to be like, oh, well, you should take the due diligence to remember everyone's schedule. It's like, if her schedule's random, she has to remember what her schedule was in the first place. So how the fuck is she supposed to remember what order to park in?
Okay, to be fair, though, does she, like, it depends on where she works, though, too. Like, let me just throw this out there for, like, Walmart. We have our schedules on our phones. So it's not necessarily that she has to remember her schedule, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, because that's where she's communicating, being like, hey, who's going to work first, because her schedule is all over the place, and even though the other two are set, she's the only one who has it all over the place, which I feel like she should be able to communicate that a little easier. But I just also feel like, I don't know, especially when I don't know, I feel like, for me personally, I think everybody sucks a little bit here. Everybody sucks.
Yeah, I will
agree
say too, it's like, I also think it's just like culmination of like feeling like OP is doing all the work and feeling like that's being like carried on them, and then this whole like, it's like the tipping point where it's like, it's like, I do all, and I work like a dog day and night.
But we're also ignoring too, because living off copy off a pot, none of you want to touch. But the thing is that we're ignoring too is that OP feels like this with not only her, but her other two roommates, including her boyfriend and her cousin. So why are we only targeting her?
I think because
that was the breaking point, the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fina, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's just very much a catalyst.
Yeah. I was just still standing on the fact I'm like, so your cousin's car is out of commission, so do you guys take, my brain's thinking about the cousin. I'm like, who's taking turns driving him? What is he doing? What is he doing?
He just pulls the ant with like the bag on a stick.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go, guys. He's standing there with his lunchbox.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
No, I was just gonna say, I think everybody's wrong here.
Yeah. I think there could have been a better way to approach it. I definitely think the friend could be more considerate of, like, everyone's problems and, like, be like, okay, be a little bit more mindful of, okay, here's how I can help out, or, like, step up. I definitely do agree with that, because I don't want to make it sound like I don't think that, but I also feel like there needs to be better communication between the two, because it would bug me too if I was like, okay, yes, we're trying to figure out problems. Okay, all right, we have one driveway. We have a single lane driveway. I gotta go at this time. Who is leaving first? And I message the chat and I get nothing, and I come home and you just expect me to know without answering me. That would frustrate me too, because I can see myself in both positions. And that's where I'm like, everyone kind of sucks here.
Everybody wrong. Whole house wrong. Full house mad.
Full house. There is.
Everybody's wrong. I unlock the door.
It's a large sawfish. There is some updates though.
Oh, some.
Well, there's like, or not updates, but not edits. There's some edits. That's what I meant to say. Edit. A couple. I wish. I don't know. I'll hunt to see if they posted an update in a bit. Edit for clarification. My roommate and I moved into an apartment together 3 years ago. About 6 months later, my cousin moved into that apartment, and we stayed there a total of 2 years. We moved into another apartment for the understanding we would only stay there for a year and look for a house in the meantime. My boyfriend moved in about 9 months into the lease. All 4 of us were involved in this process of picking out this house. It was between this one... Sorry, yawn. Arg. It was between this one and another one that was a little more, but it was a 2-car driveway. So the issue of 1-car driveway was discussed, and everyone said they would work it out at a lower cost. We moved out of the second apartment and into this house in July of this year.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely think everybody's wrong.
Yeah.
Did you want to read another one, or I can read another one?
Well, we gotta read the comments. I don't know if you guys want to know.
Oh, that's right. So sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. In case you were wondering, guys, what? About your quarter? No, you're good. So the general consensus is everybody sucks. So I'm glad everyone's them.
Everyone always sucks.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh. It sounds like this is the top comment. It sounds like she was low-key bitter about the extra person living there. How much discussion was had about your BF moving in? I'm not saying you're the asshole because of this. I don't know without more info. I'm just saying there's definitely an underlying issue because her parking debacle was so ridiculous it almost seemed on purpose.
I agree.
There we go.
It's kind of wild.
I had to refill my hand sanitizer.
Love it. To be honest, it sounds like everyone's the asshole. She's being a child with how she's responding / acting, but you're making her sound like the bad guy here. Like she's doing everything wrong and you're always right, which is a bad look. Is parking in the driveway the only place you can park? Is the street paid parking? If you and your BF know the schedule, then what's stopping you two from parking in the driveway and her parking in the street? I mean, it's hard to believe that in a house that has a single lane driveway that can even fit 4 cars, or 3 and 1 in the garage, that the only option is all 3 cars in the driveway. My in-laws have a 2-car wide driveway that'll fit their 3 cars and add another with a living space. We are living with them now, and I never park in the driveway because they play car shuffle every day to accommodate schedules, and it's a nightmare. Street parking is easier, even if I have to park halfway up their block and walk to their house. I do this once a month or so. I mean, that's kind of valid. Like, I didn't even think about that. Park on the street. You could solves half your issues.
So, literally, there's so many. I love Reddit stories where there's just like such an easier compromise.
There's such an easier compromise, and we're just. Oh.
Can I do one? Because I found one.
You can do one after her. It's her turn.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is awkward. Do you guys want me to go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was my turn, and I didn't want to interrupt. Okay. Am I wrong for telling my girlfriend she's going to have to get over dirt if she wants kids? My 25
Hold on,
female.
huh? Like, get over, like, dirt as in problems dirt?
Well, we're gonna
Dirt
find out.
as in dirt. Let me
Dirt.
read. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm locking in, guys. I'm locking in. My 25 girlfriend, Amy, 27 female, is a wonderful person. She's very smart. She works in a clean room with computer chips and stuff. But she's also something of a germaphobe, to the point that she keeps her toothbrush in the hallway outside the bathroom in a Ziploc bag. Her apartment is always spotless. She showers twice, even 3 times a day. Even her car somehow never has any dirt on the floor. She hand washes all of her clothes as soon as she's done wearing them. It's both impressive and intimidating. I'm not the messiest person on the planet by any means. I don't have massive piles of unwashed dishes or a leaning tower of used pizza boxes or anything, but I'm not as clean as she is. I'm not against making some adjustments, but we've been talking more about the future now that we're getting serious, and I've come across a problem. Amy wants kids, desperately wants kids. I'd like kids too, but she's never been around babies or little kids before in her life, and seems to think she'll be able to keep the house just as clean as it is now and keep the baby spotless too. I'm the oldest of 4 and the oldest cousin of 9. I grew up around kids. I've been babysitting since I was 10. There's no such thing as a clean toddler, not for longer than 10 minutes at the very most. She thinks if we just work at it, we'll have a spotless house and a spotless kid. I told her gently that that's just not possible, and asked how she plans on handling diapers, vomit, frogs smuggled into the house, jam going everywhere, soup bowls tipped over for fun, spilled grape juice, nail polish on the walls, and the like. She insisted that the kids who do that are just poorly trained and don't have good boundaries. I told her that they're kids without fine motor control or impulse regulation, and accidents will always happen, and if she wants to have kids, she's going to have to accept that they're going to get messy and our house will get messy. Amy accused me of not being supportive and trying to find excuses not to have kids with her and trying to guilt her into being sloppier. This is dissolving into an actual fight instead of a discussion, and I'm starting to second guess myself. Maybe my family was just excessively messy because we were rural and poor. Maybe my standards are too low and we really haven't tried hard enough. It's very frustrating and I want some outside perspective, parental perspective especially. Okay, that's all of it.
My first thing that I want to say is the fact that the person OP is like defending their other person's case by saying maybe it's because I was poor and dirty, and I'm like, why does poor have to equal dirty? Like that doesn't equate. Like, why are we saying that? First of all, why are we saying
exactly that? Clock it.
Like it's
like it's you're standing on business. Like
it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business.
I'm standing on business.
But it's like,
I get it.
I don't know. I'm like, it's kind of just a reality check. It's not even just a thing. Like, that's how kids are. I babysat a lot of kids. I used to work at programs where I would take care of kids. They are messy. Like, it is, like, yes, to be clean is very important, but to think like, oh, the house is going to be spotless, there's not going to be single stain, there's not going to be this, there's not going to be that, like, that's so unrealistic.
That's delusion.
It's like,
I will say too,
I don't know how
I noticed that, sorry not to interrupt you, but I noticed that wait, am I still here?
Yeah, you're here.
My computer just tweaked out, sorry. But I noticed that OP said that the wife said kids are just poorly trained.
Oh, that too.
Dogs?
What the fuck? It's just...
Are they dogs?
Are they dogs?
Because they're kids. Look, I'm not a huge fan of kids. I don't like kids. I don't like babies. Because and I'm not being mean when I say this, but they genuinely do not have the, like, capacity to understand, like, picking up after themselves or not drawing on the walls with markers. Like, they don't understand that when they are young. you have to teach them that. So they're going to do it until they know not to do it. Like, babies aren't born knowing not to make messes.
And the only way you really learn is by making mistakes. So
Exactly.
your kid's not gonna learn these life lessons unless you let them fuck up. Essentially.
Right, like, and also, like, kids are messy, but like, I feel like if they weren't, like, it would be depriving them of something in a way. Where it's like, they have to be allowed to make mistakes, to make messes, to be messy in order for them to learn. And if they aren't, like, if they're deprived of that, if they're, like, forced to, like, be... It's almost like being molded, essentially, where it's like, if they're forced into that, if that's all they're gonna know is, like, it's like training, where it's like, oh my god, I have to clean up for myself, oh my god, everything has to be spotless. It's gonna, like, mess with the kid's head.
Why would you want to put that on someone else, too? Like, if you're a neat freak about things like that, you really want to try and force a little toddler, a kid of their own mind, that literally the developmental skills haven't happened yet. You want them to keep up your standard. Like, arguably, I feel like if you enforce that too much, it's abuse.
Hey, that's exactly what I was getting at. It's like, that's not how that works. And also, like, what's she gonna do when the kid goes and plays outside in the dirt and the mud and the rain?
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining.
What's gonna happen then?
I'm just imagining the kid goes outside to grab the mail and comes in. This fucking dirt. She was. Go power hose yourself. I'm sorry. That's all I'm picturing.
Oh my god, wait, what's she?
What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I found Crystal's original one that she was talking about as I was looking, but go ahead.
Yeah. Nice.
Going to say, like, what's she gonna do when, like, the kid goes to, like, preschool with a bunch of other messy toddlers?
I'm just thinking about, like, arts and crafts. Like, I used to get
oh my god,
glue everywhere and, like, markers, drawing myself.
I was drawing on the walls at my old house when I was growing up.
Like, I'm expecting the worst.
And guess what? It's self-expression. Like, it's the kid wanting to, like, it's the kid, like, it's like they're having, like, fun and expressing themselves.
Oh my
but
god.
They're little, so they don't know how.
Right. And not even just, like, vomiting. Like, think about a kid picking their nose. Kids do that.
God.
Kid's gonna pick their nose and she's gonna freaking flip.
A kid, like, throwing their plate of food, like, off the high chair onto, like, the carpet.
Oh.
Oh my god, could you imagine if the kid ever got sick?
That would break my heart. Here's
what
your
does she do when she gets sick?
That's a good question. I have no idea. That is a good question. What we do know is that she's a fucking clean freak, so she probably never gets sick, and if she does, she probably quarantines herself so bad that she's like, nobody talk to me.
Nobody talk to me. Get out, get out. What does she do when other people get sick? Like, what does she do when, like, were they married or were they... Oh, they're boyfriend, girlfriend. What does she do when her boyfriend gets sick?
I have no idea.
Like, imagine a boyfriend like, man, I'm really sick. I really feel horrible. Could you just get me some soup? And she's standing there with Lysol in her hand like it's a gun.
Oh my god. That reminds me of a story that I should read for you guys today. I will find that story so I can read that. Because I have a good story involving that.
I definitely think that this person needs therapy because this is not an environment to bring a child into. Because okay. If she was willing to, like, lay back and kind of be like, no, yeah, you're right, I'm gonna try and change. But the fact to me that she started defending herself immediately and started, like, reflecting onto her boyfriend is very telling to me, where she's like, she doesn't want to change, so she doesn't think her mindset is wrong.
Right.
And that's where I'm like, you cannot bring a child into that environment because that child is not going to be happy. Very much. Like, it's such, like, a dimming environment for a kid who is growing.
Jeez.
What do you think this lady thinks about Costco? Did you want me? Yeah.
It says, am I the asshole for giving up my roommate's cat for adoption? I, 21 male, live with a roommate, 22 male, in a fairly small apartment. Shortly after he moved into the apartment, he came home one day with a small cat he found on the street. At first, I didn't have any problem with it, but like 3 weeks later, he stopped caring about it. From time to time, he'd close the door to his room and leave the cat outside because the cat was supposedly too annoying. He also forgot to feed it often, and I was the one doing it most of the time. The last straw was when one day while I was out, he locked the poor cat in my room because it was bothering him, and when I came back, the cat had scratched my desk and chair. I had enough. I didn't sign up for this. So the next day I grabbed the cat, went to the nearest animal shelter, and gave it up for adoption. The next day, he asked about the cat. He hadn't even noticed it was gone for a full day. And when I told him what I had done, he got furious. Now he won't speak to me. Am I the asshole?
It's kind of a simple yes. I feel like there needs to be some communication. Wait, how did the cat get there first, actually?
The roommate found it.
Roommate found it and then
brought it in. Says he found it on the street.
The animal lover in me wants to say that they are the asshole, but I feel like everybody sucks here or justified asshole. That's how I feel. Because I'm like, this person just shows up with a cat, and it's like, I get it. You don't want your stuff scratched or you have things a certain way. Like, some people are a freak about that. Thanks, Kelpie. How you doing? But,
Sorry.
No, you're good. Like, that's just at least what I'm personally thinking. I'm like, especially if you're roommates, like, you just bring people in, or if you bring a cat in, like, that's someone that you bring in. Obviously, I feel like anything a pets or anything that you take under the roof, you gotta have, like, a conversation about. You can't just, like, blindside people with that information, because I don't think it's gonna go over well. But I also don't think it's fair to just be like, okay, you blindsided me with this, let me blindside you back. Like, because this is deeper than just like, oh, someone bought a stupid pot and I don't like this pot, so I'm gonna give it back. Like, it's like, this is a living, breathing creature. Like, that is a being that can feel things and have emotions. So you're treating something like that. You're basically giving it a hope and then tossing it back. You could have, at the bare minimum, like, had a conversation or like tried to think about it logically, or I was like listening, but my brain didn't process. Where did she bring him?
To the animal shelter.
I mean, that's better than like the pound I'll give you, but
the edit
still, yeah.
The edit on it said multiple times before I've told him that I should not be the one feeding the cat that he brought. Hold on. Speaking of cat. Sorry, he was eating something. I'm like, stop. Multiple times before I've told him that I should not be the one feeding the cat that he brought home. Also, when he first brought the cat home, I told him very clearly that I didn't want to be a pet, or that I didn't want a pet, and that if he decided to keep it, it would be his responsibility and his responsibility only.
Oh, so it was like after...
It sounds like after multiple times that's happened.
Yeah, that's a bit more fair. My audio things aren't working, Kelpie. I'm sorry. Slay! I got you. Thanks. I did my hair blonde. You haven't seen my hair blonde. I swapped it up for fun. Why not keep people on the edge?
I still feel like this is an everyone sucks situation.
It feels like an everyone sucks for me, personally. I do see justifiable asshole, though, in my opinion. Like I said, it kind of goes back to the last ones that we were talking about, where it was like, if you're the only person putting in the work and you're the straw that breaks the camel's back, like, that's just not gonna fly. Like, it's gonna be exhausting and hard. And especially too, it's different when it's like the parent who's like, oh, I don't want the dog. The dad who's like, oh, I don't want the dog. And then the dog and the dad are on the boat.
He didn't want.
Yeah, and they're on the boat together. Like, it's different when it's that with kids, because it's like, that's your dependent. They're relying on you. So that becomes a whole different ballgame. When it comes to a roommate like that, that's like, okay, you're inclined to take care of your pet. You have a responsibility that you chose to take on. That is not something that someone else should be having to take care of, especially if they already don't want to do that. Like, that's just at least where I feel like I kind of stand in that. You guys get you feel what I mean?
No, yeah, I get you.
When you guys said that it was the dad that didn't want the pet, but then the pet, they're on the boat together, I feel like that's Danny with Shadow.
It could be.
Didn't want Shadow to begin with, but now it's his fucking child. And I told him, I said, if we ever get divorced from taking Shadow, he's like, I'll fucking fight for custody for that cat.
Well, at least I don't know why we're thinking about divorce, but I'm glad we got our things set in stage. I'm glad we got the things set in stage. But yeah, no, kind of like I said,
We're not getting a divorce. It's a joke. We make the joke all the time then.
I got it. I'm going back to the story.
Okay. Oh my. Okay. Don't do that again.
Sorry, I heard everyone's
I have
ears.
my volume up on Discord on my laptop and in my headphones, and I can hear my ears ringing. I already can't hear on one of my ears, so at one point I really think that was deliberate and that you hate me. So when you wonder why Stray Kids streams are low, it's because I can't hear.
When you wonder why you aren't hip.
No hip, no hooray.
I thought you were just gonna not say hooray because you were gonna pretend you're deaf and you can't hear. I'm sorry.
Nobody can stop me.
Nobody can stop me.
Nobody can stop me.
Okay, but yes, I do. Like I said, I stand on it. Either everyone sucks or justifiable asshole. Like I really can't justify just like saving. Like I want to save pets all the time. Don't get me wrong. Like I've been there. I've been in that situation. I've rescued a lot of pets, but it's like also being realistic about, okay, here's what's in my house. You know, you gotta also be mindful of your roommates and the people you're with. Like,
right, you have to consider everybody. Like,
yeah. Sorry, continue.
Like, let's say hypothetically, like, you know, they both were animal lovers, and they both had like done stuff like this before. Be a different story, because then like you both have an understanding of it.
Right.
But if this has never happened before, you have to say, hey, is this okay? And then you have to set up boundaries. Like if the person was like, I don't want the cat in my room, I don't want the cat near my stuff, respect that boundary. If the person was like, hey, I don't want to do any of the work for the cat, I won't mind having it around, you know, I'll tolerate it. Okay, that's fine. But you have to respect each other's boundaries.
Right. And God forbid. God forbid. Someone's allergic. God forbid someone's allergic. Then you literally like send somebody in the hospital, have an EpiPen. Like that's a whole thing. Whole different ballgame at that point. Things have been going okay, Kelpie. I've been quite tired, but it's just
Can I do one more because it's super short, and then I'll let you guys go or whatever, because I already found it.
Okay, go quick.
Okay, am I the asshole because I won't let my partner set 17 alarms every morning? Every single morning, my partner sets like 17 alarms starting at 6 a.m. I don't need to be up until 8 a.m. The alarms go off every 5 minutes. They snooze them all and then roll over and go back to sleep instantly while I'm lying there wide awake reconsidering my life choices. Sorry, that made me laugh. This morning, I grabbed their phone and turned off the last 10 alarms. They woke up late, got mad, and said I sabotaged their system. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
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 It sounds like how I am with Danny when he fucking snoozes his alarms.
Because, like, you're sabotaging their job. Like, okay, you have, like, turning off all the alarms and making them late for work is a very serious thing. Like, that could have, like, gotten him his job. That's so serious.
You know what's so funny that I feel like is the biggest thing that could solve all these issues, but nobody wants to talk about it? Communication. You don't like that many alarms?
Nobody communicates.
You don't like that many alarms? Let's have a conversation.
Say it.
Maybe can we try doing, instead of every 5 minutes, can we do like every 15? Can we adjust? And I can't even judge because I do like 15 alarms. Okay, that's a lie. I do like 3, but still.
No, okay.
I do.
Hold on, y'all.
So, sorry, go ahead. I thought you were looking for something. Yellow?
She disappeared into the soup. There you are. She's
You're
checking
out.
to see how many alarms she has.
Oh, okay. So, while she's checking how many alarms she has, this sounds like me with Daniel. I swear to God. So he used to set a lot of alarms when he'd get up early in the morning. He don't set alarms anymore because we get up at like 1 p.m. to go to work. But when he used to set his alarms for JMB, it was like 10 alarms. I got to the point that I yelled at him, either get the fuck up or shut off your alarms. Like, so I said it sounded like me and Danny really badly.
You know what I think is so funny? The two stories that you picked, it just reminded you of Danny and you.
Yeah, ironically.
But, yeah, no. I still stand on it. I agree with Fina. I know she's deafened right now, but literally, like, you're kind of the asshole. Like, you just had to have a conversation about it. That's all you had to do.
I'm the asshole too for sabotaging it, but at the same time, like you said, communication. Like I said, I'm like that where I'm like, either get the fuck up or shut off your alarms. Like, it's one or the other. Like, I'm not gonna deal with this.
I mean, I get it, but
me up.
But wake them up.
What?
Then you wake them up. You tell them to get their ass up. That's what you do.
That's what I said. That's what I used to do to Danny all the time, where I'd be like, get your fucking ass up or shut off your alarms. Like,
just because it's like
one or the other.
It's just because, like, I know I don't like people messing with my stuff. If I oversleep an alarm, that stresses me out and it throws me off. So I have to have my routine. So they gotta have their routine.
The only time I've ever done physically shut off Danny's alarms is when he still had it set for early mornings and he didn't have to get up till about 10. And then at that point, he had it set for like 3 a.m. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck do you have these alarms set? Like, you don't need them.
I need them.
So, that's the only time I've ever done that to Danny, is where I've shut off his early morning alarms when he didn't need them. Otherwise, I've never played with his alarms. I've woken him up. I'm like, get the fuck up. Like, you're not going to wake me up because you can't get your ass up, you know? I don't know. But I feel like the person's an asshole for doing it themselves. Like, at that point, I'd just be raging and be like, get up. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't physically go shut off their alarms, but I would seriously have a problem in the morning about it.
Is there, for those two stories, was there any verdict? Do we know a verdict? Is there not a verdict?
There's no verdict on either of them.
Not yet? Okay.
No. The one that was the partner set the 17 alarms every morning, it was not the asshole.
I mean, I can see why people would think it's not the asshole. I do see why people would say that. But I know for me personally, that's how I function. But I understand too, like, trying to get all those things.
Oh, I fucked up. Hold on.
See you later, Kelpie.
They posted an update.
Oh, there's an update?
Yeah. For shutting. I need to go find it though. So the update is the original poster has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. My action was turning off the partner's alarms, which ended up making them late. The conflict with them since they were pissed and called me an asshole. I figured I might be the asshole because I knew I was messing with their system, even if I was driving me nuts.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
That's what happens when your girlfriend turns into the moon. That's rough, buddy. That's what happens when your girlfriend turns into the moon.
That system works for a single person, not for someone who has a partner sleeping next to them. Have you talked to them already? Propose alternatives and try to get the solution that works for both of you. If yes, then not the asshole. If you just turned off the alarms without discussing it with them first, then you're the asshole.
I see. Well, I think we all learned their lesson. Communication.
Get them a smartwatch which vibrates to wake them up without waking you up.
I'm sorry, that like jumped through twice. Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to pull up. I can't wait to read this story to you guys. Oh my god.
That's so attractive. You must want to jump his bones every minute.
No! Where'd the post go?
no, you can't find the Reddit post. Well, guess we have to let me yap about Avatar for the next 10 minutes until stream ends.
I guess we gotta.
That's such a shame. What are we gonna do? Anyway.
Oh, I found it. Too late. I can read it now. Oh man. Okay. So, you guys are in for a treat. This is what Fina's remind me of. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
So, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna read this, but be prepared, okay?
I'm not prepared.
This is called "I Hate How Mean My Wife Is." I feel close to my breaking point as I've reached a new low in our relationship. I contracted COVID for the first time, and I've spent the last 2 days quarantined in the corner of the house. I'm pretty miserable, and it's made worse by my wife's lack of empathy. She made sure that she made lunch yesterday for the kids and didn't make me anything. She asked how I feel 0 times and offered 0 support, and only made comments in passing about how pissed she'll be if I infect anyone else. I honestly can't fathom how she can hate me so much. At least my daughter is asking me how I was feeling. And this is from Off My Chest. r/off my chest.
Is there an update or anything?
Here's the top comment.
I wasn't even
First, what are your
listening
guys'
to it, if
thoughts?
I'm being honest.
Get out! That's what you get.
I was
Rude.
half listening to it, but I wasn't following it.
Okay, fine. Then you don't get you can't react to this part. Fina, what'd you think so far?
I was just gonna
reread
say.
No, I'm not rereading it. Go. You were gonna
I
say?
was just going to say that it sucks when like a person is in a situation that they had no control over or whatever. Because like obviously this guy didn't like choose to get COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a conscious choice. He wasn't like, let me go around a person who has it just so I can risk infecting my family and so I can make myself. No, he didn't choose that. And I hate in situations where where something happens and that's out of their control, and people don't give them empathy that they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the guy didn't.
Sorry. Continue.
The guy didn't choose to have that happen to him, and he didn't want that. It's like when you get married, you sign a commitment to be like, yeah, in sickness and in health.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, sickness and in health is out the window and on its way to Ontario right now.
Yo,
Because-
no way. Sorry.
No way.
No way.
But like, it just is like not showing up the way you need to for your partner. It's
Mhm.
horrible and it sucks. It's like, and it's also just a thing of basic human empathy. Like, this dude is like sick and miserable, and she's like, if you infect anybody in this family, I will blow us all up. Like, what? He obviously doesn't want that.
Mhm.
It's just amazing to me how like people just like don't have empathy nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
It's like, go ahead.
I'm sorry to jump in, but I think you're gonna want me to read the top comment
Please do.
before you have your next opinion. Top comment. OP's wife.
Oh my god.
See, this is why you can't believe everything you read on Reddit. This came across my feed randomly, by the way. Did you tell everyone where/how you got COVID? We have 2 kids. One was a medically fragile preemie and is not yet a year old. On my husband's 3rd work trip in November, I spent the night in the ER with the baby after frantically looking for childcare for the older kid. I say work trip because it was more of a team bonding trip full of fun activities and trips to restaurants. After that traumatic experience, I said no more work travel until the baby was 2. I was told I'm being sent to New York, which led me to believe it was a mandatory work trip having to do with his promotion. He wanted to fly out the day before the day before Mother's Day, and I had to remind him it was Mother's Day. He ended up flying across the country for this trip, Tuesday to Friday, while I stayed home with the kids. I found out this wasn't a mandatory work trip when he was asking if I wanted a souvenir from the Met in the middle of the workday. He caught COVID in New York. I was a solo parent from Tuesday to Friday, had a half day of help before dealing with a sick husband, and now I'm solo parenting again while trying to keep myself and the kids, including the ex-preemie, healthy. I made lunch for myself and the kids because I'm spread thin and I'm at my own breaking point with how exhausted and run down I am. I didn't get a thank you for staying home alone with the kids for his trip until Sunday, after bringing up the lack of acknowledgement multiple times. I'm sleeping on the couch so he can have the bed and quarantine in our bedroom. I went to a school fundraiser for our daughter Saturday evening before we knew it was COVID, and I received angry text messages because I didn't reply to it immediately to his request for me to stop and get him Sudafed on the way home, which, by the way, I did. We've done couples therapy in the past. Nothing changes. I was stupid and didn't protect myself financially before becoming a stay-at-home mom and becoming entirely dependent on my husband. I have PTSD from my pregnancy, IVF, hospitalization followed by premature labor, nearly 3 months in the NICU stay. This time last year when I had to be hospitalized, our oldest got COVID and we were not allowed to visit the baby the first 2 weeks of her life. So yeah, COVID is a big deal to me, and I'm doing everything I can to keep myself and the kids safe. But I'm mean, so I guess none of that matters.
Oh, now we gotta A-word that guy. I don't know if I can say that on Twitch without getting banned. Snoopy, you know what to do, Snoop.
This is why, I had to stop. I can't laugh yet. I gotta hold it in. That's how I felt when I was hearing you go off about like, where's the empathy? I'm like, I gotta hold it in. I can't do it.
Let me rant. Crystal, you know there are 2 things on this planet I hate. And you know what the second one is? Defending a man.
Defending a man.
No offense,
Hi, GTA.
Guys. However, I hate it. And you know I hate it. You'll let me rant for like 5 minutes about how this man needed.
Well, no, it's a valid point. It's a valid point. It's just not valid in this situation.
In this situation.
Oh, this situation, it wasn't valid.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. The quote twice, I'm gonna get you real good. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, excited, GTA. I'm gonna get you real good.
And all that hey, boy.
Yeah, no, it's just that story. Ugh. Chef's kiss on drama. Like, that's all it reminded me of when you said that. I was like...
Plot twist.
I was like, oh my god. Because it's literally like, you know, like it's like when you don't have the full picture, especially like when it comes to all these stories where we're like, well, maybe one person sucks or this person sucks. Like, it's like you need the full picture. Because like him, we were like, at first you're thinking, oh yeah, like why is the wife not being kind to you or trying to help you when you're sick because of whatever. And then boom, come to find out, all these things. Rough.
Yeah, that's a great way to.
Nice you team. It's wild. It's wild. Do we have time for one more story?
Do you really want to read it?
No, I'm asking you.
No, because I have exactly 2 minutes before I have to be.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't have any more stories, but I was just gonna say that because I'm like, what if?
No, yeah, I don't have any more, unfortunately.
Yay! My audio's still not working. GTA, I don't know what's wrong with it, but yay! Thank you. That's okay. Okay, y'all. So, because I'm tired, I'm gonna get some rest. But thank you, y'all, for joining me on all of our little adventures as we're playing video games and chilling and chatting. The GTA, thanks for jumping by. Everybody who jumped in on YouTube, on Twitch, thanks for jumping by. I have ideas for streams and stuff in the future. When will that happen? We'll find out. But I will see y'all later.